G'day folks. Well, it's a nice little Sunday today, hopefully not too much rain, and it's time to muck around outside and do some more cool stuff because I got the whole next week off, even the next Monday after that. So it's like almost 2 weeks break so far. Yeah, so what are we going to be doing? Little car wants attention, a lot of attention. Actually, it's more related to water getting into the cabin and making the carpet and everything go mouldy, like pretty nasty. So we're going to rip all of that out. Take the front passenger seat out, the back passenger seats, all the plastic linings and everything, and literally just, I could probably wash it out with a hose. And it'll also free up a lot more storage space because little car likes storing my stuff. And that's what little car's good for, and running over my stuff. I've still got to finish fixing that back tyre. I put 2 plugs in it and it still keeps going down. I ran over a metal plate on a piece of scrap timber. I had a pile of firewood there with like right angle brackets and things from an old pergola or something like that, and yeah, there's a few holes in that one now. I think I'll get a bottle of slime and just slime fill each tyre. At least that way there'll be no more problems until I run over another plasma TV and rip the sidewall out. That was fun. Anyway, still got to put my antenna up. I picked up an antenna at the scrapyard today. Not that there's much free-to-air television I watch, it's just nice to have something on sometimes. Digital TV also has a lot of radio channels and stuff you can pick up with it, so hopefully the antenna I get will be good enough just to pick up a few channels. I know you need a decent DTV antenna to do it, but I'm hoping the DTV tuner in that monitor up there is good enough. So we'll resurrect that antenna and put that up. Likewise, I've done a little bit more work on the site. I've got to do a full banner and background and everything eventually, but I've updated my friends list and I have started making playlists. So far we've got the washing machine calamities and plasma TV fun, and that's generally, plasma TV stuff's going to be all the work and stuff I do on plasmas, at least the dedicated videos, not the Rambletronics where I feature a little bit on plasma. It'll just be dedicated videos. The washing machine stuff will just be having absolute fun with washing machines, and I'll be doing various others on air conditioning and electronics and all that sort of stuff, maybe electric motor popping. Yeah, so make things a bit easier to find because I get a lot of people asking me to do things that I've already done before. So that's another thing, use the search function. I get so many comments and questions about things that I've already done. I wouldn't mind doing some of them again now that I've got a high-res camera. A lot of things I did was back when I had a crappy old low-quality camera with low-quality sound, so there are a few things I'd like to go back over. But apart from that, not an awful lot else. Big gripe today is about the cost of shipping stuff. Australia Post is a rip-off. It costs half as much to send stuff in the United States and our dollar is 1-to-1. I don't get it. I mean, I'm trying to ship these out to the United States. It's bought out of the Yamato dataway that has a lot of international rectifier hex FETs and diodes and other things on it. It's going to cost the guy $70 just for the shipping alone. Then you've got to add handling and a small profit for myself to make it worthwhile, and you're up to $150 straight away, or $130. I was doing it really cheap. I think it was about $130 or $150. I just found the ribbon cable for it, so if I throw that in there's an extra weight, so probably up to about $160. No need for the fibre up, I'm going to keep that for other things. But yeah, the main communication cable for this board is another, I don't know, half a kilo. It's fairly heavy, it's got solid metal ends and solid copper conductors. So yeah, who knows, it's just ridiculously expensive. It's probably cheaper to go out and buy all these components from RS or someone like that, just mail order the stuff, and they'd be brand new. There'd be a guarantee that not half of them are faulty or blown. I don't even know if any of this stuff works. And that's the thing. I mean, I wish I could send this sort of stuff all over the world and help other hobbyists like you at home watching this. I hope I could help people like you by supplying really cool stuff, but the cost of shipping it is just extraordinary. It's really bad. The United States gets things way better. Their shipping rates are so cheap. I mean, it's like a 10-pound box of stuff from Tow Wrecker, aka Belts Towing, and I think he only paid about $60–70 for the whole box, and that's 3 times heavier than what I'm trying to ship out for $70. So to ship that box out from here, it would probably cost about $150 in shipping alone. So I'm going to be careful what I put together for him, because I'm going to send the care package back, but I don't want to ship too much heavy stuff. If not, we'll do 2. Just break it up into 2 smaller packages. But yes, Jason, your care package will eventually be put together and sent out one day, when I get time. Anyway, I hate the post office too, so I know what you were saying before. At least our customs forms don't require absolutely every bit of detail on every single item. Unlike the massive wad of customs forms, which was about that thick, that came with that package. That was incredible. Anyway, little car demands attention. And little car's full of rubbish. Yeah, it's just junk, really. There was an extra spare for the Jag. I can strip that down and give Brad the wheel back. Old inner tubes that I was going to fill up with water and pop, but don't have time as such. It's a good radiator there. That's out of an SV21 Camry. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's just a bit old. Good for experimental engine stuff. Fridge. Yeah, that's a little Kelvinator. Oh no. National Electric. Coil. Yeah, plastics. I'm going to pull all of this out. Pull the back seats out. Pull that out. Pull the front passenger out. Pull the carpet up. Just get rid of all this mould. I mean, there's an air freshener hanging off the rear vision mirror that smells like strawberries, and so far all it smells like in here is mouldy strawberries. That's not good. I wonder how many spiders living in here now. I think I saw one the other day. Nice big bastard. Wouldn't want to encounter him halfway through the little clean-up. Anyway, little car's looking pretty reasonable. Let's go to fix that. It's taken a few days to go down, but I'm guessing either one of the plugs didn't work or there's more damage. Oh well. Little car will be happy again soon. That's the original label that came with it. See, it's not even expired yet. They took the plates off and everything when it was still had about 10 months rego on it. Bit of a waste. Ah, there we go, we've got TV. Not that I watch much TV, I just figured it'd be worth having it on there anyway. It's a bit snowy, but considering the antenna's sitting on top of the garden shed roof on a pile of air conditioner coils, it's doing pretty well. That one's really unhappy. Won't get HD. I tried selecting HD TV and, well, it just doesn't do anything. But I'm going to get a few lengths of 2-inch steel pipe and make a nice tall antenna mast and attach that to the sort of back corner structure of the shed going straight up into the air. Should work pretty well. It's a bit slow on the channel selection here. Doesn't matter if you hit it fast, it won't actually rapidly select through the channels. But apart from that, this TV works well. It's not bad for a scrap pile find. The panel itself survived all the impacts and damage. It's got lots of scratches and other nastiness to it, but being a widescreen high definition, couldn't kill it. Well,
it's something I've really come to appreciate.
Yeah, it's working. Try HD anyway. Nothing. Not even trying. Menu won't let me find channels. Source is source. Nah. Oh, doesn't matter. That's cool. Shouldn't be too hard to strip this out. You can definitely see why I want to can it. There's a lot of dirt and other nastiness. Pretty much been there since I got the car. Like, this whole car was just full of scrap metal when it came to the scrap yard. And all I did was clean it out. Everything's still in here. I don't know what that is. It says Jade Tree on it, and it looks like some kind of map. New York, Tennessee, Carolina. Yeah, it's pretty much trashed. There we go. Now it's trashed. There's a washer pump and bottle in there that might be handy for something. Crappy Korean speakers which can be burnt or blown up. Little doorway to nowhere. Expensive tip fees getting rid of this stuff. It's a shame it smokes so much when you burn it. Unless it's polyethylene. If it's polyethylene it breaks down to carbon dioxide and water. But if it's ABS or PVC would be the worst. Or urethane foam inside. Urethane's nasty shit. It stinks, it's horrible stuff. I'd much prefer burning polycarbonate to any urethane or rubber. Try and find something big enough to put that inside and fill it with water. Assuming it hasn't rotted out. It's pretty far gone, but should be able to blow something up. That is a spare wheel for my trailer. I just never got around to putting a tyre on it. My trailer hasn't had a spare tyre for the last 2 years, I think. Not that I've needed one. Yeah. Shouldn't be hard to clean this car out. Probably involve getting the hose out and washing everything. Pull the plugs out of the floor pan. There's black discs. Yep. Rip out all the drain plugs, get all the plastics and things out. What I really need is a jigsaw. Jigsaws would be good for cutting this stuff up into small bits and chucking it in the normal rubbish bin. At the moment these mouldings are too big. I can't fit that in the rubbish bin, but I need a jigsaw just to slice it into pieces. Chop it to bits. Yep. You know, I had to do the test. Apparently little car pieces are environmentally friendly. All they produce is carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. And a little bit of airborne carbon, like not enough that you can see it. This material is known as polypropylene, and all of this is polypropylene. So that means, well, I got some fire lighters for about a month or so. You just break it up into pieces, use one piece at a time, and this stuff is very good for starting campfires. You don't get any nasty, horrible smell like styrene or ABS or polycarbonate. It actually smells quite pleasant. Of course, concentrated fumes would probably kill you, just like car exhaust, but yeah, like I said, carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Nothing wrong with that. Polyethylene's the same deal. Very clean. I think polyethylene's the cleanest of the lot. Polypropylene's a little less safe, but overall I'd say it's pretty good. Now there we go, making some room. And some crappy aftermarket speakers, Soundtrack, whatever that is. Not particularly good. Someone's done a bit of a hack job of it. Are they factory or what? It's got the same yellow tape on it. They probably are factory. Yeah, yellow electrical tape on everything. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me in the least. Nasty. Either way, find a way to pop them. Keeping all the panel clips too, the little push-in things in these. These are the harder ones to get out. Probably end up destroying them. Anyway, strut towers, rear shocker towers. Get the seat belt assemblies out. There's a single bolt there, there'll be one up there and one down the bottom. Not that seat belts are particularly useful for anything. Little car's doing the spread eagle thing. Not a bad car. I mean, it's 1998 model. It's a shame it's just so rough. Nobody ever took care of it. It was used as a tradesperson's car. There's a lot of paint and other stuff, like white paint. I'm guessing the person who had it was a painter. There's finished nails and other stuff floating around, so it's probably painter, carpenter type person. Everything's just a mess. Got spilt coffee and stuff just going mouldy. Nasty, 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 especially once moisture gets to it. It was nowhere near this bad when I had it, but I knew stuff had been spilt in here like there. That seat's going to have to be cremated, I think, to kill whatever organisms that's living in there. But I'm just removing bolts at the moment. I'm going to take the centre console out and get those other centre bolts out. Well, driver's seat belt's routed anyway, so I just leave that plugged in the back so that the seatbelt warning buzzer doesn't keep annoying me. It's got one of those warning chimes. If you don't have the seatbelt on, it chimes the whole time you're driving. Yeah, not too far off getting the seats out anyway. The back seat's fairly well undone. Shouldn't be too hard. Looks like it hinges, so it probably tumbles forwards, and there's probably another mount in the back there. Well, we're up to $1.25 in spare change found in this car. Let's hope there's a bit more, probably under the seats. It's always fun when you go through an old car and you find things like spare change and lost key cards and live ammunition in one case. I found about half a box of 12 gauge shells in the back of a old Commodore wagon one day. It was hidden in the compartment where the jack normally goes. I didn't ask questions, I just took them home and shot them out of my friend's shotgun. They're all still recent stuff, like Winchester field loads. It's kind of cool finding stuff like that. Saves you a couple of bucks at the gun store. Not that it's a frequent thing in Australia. Australia's one of the worst places to own guns. Fuse compartment with a miniature circuit breaker in it. Resettable circuit breaker. Is it 15 amp for hazard, 30 amp for blower, and it's a resettable breaker. Or is it? What does that say? Amp. It just says amp. It doesn't say how many amps, but it's a resettable circuit breaker. Probably 30 amps. Yeah, not bad. That's hood release.